The following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and today we're going to take a detailed look and sea trial of a bow rider that's part of the Horizon series from Four Winds. She's the H210, and we'll start with a look on board. At the stern, there's a bolted-on swim platform that comes out 2 feet 4 inches from the transom. There's a 4-step reporting ladder to one side, but the platform is right at water level, so some may choose not to use it. We also like the grab handle for those waiting their turn at the ladder. Just ahead is a sun pad that converts to both an aft-facing seat and a chaise lounge. Just inside, there's a convenient spot for storing dock lines. Just alongside, there's a storage snapped into the perimeter of the compartment. A simple filler cushion covers the walk-through. The cockpit's L-shaped seating provides a comfortable social atmosphere, thanks in part to the companion's flip seat back that creates an observer's chaise lounge seat. Of course, we can quickly revert to forward-facing without having to release any latches. A built-in cooler is under the aft seat. A side-mount pedestal table adds to the boat's entertainment functionality. Back to the observer seat, there's a very deep and lockable glove box with another storage space just above. The Four Winds quality of fit and finish shows with the vinyl brow with UV-resistant contrast stitching. At the walkthrough, there's a pair of doors held open with magnetic catches. They close off to block the wind on chilly mornings along with the closable windshield. Fully forward, we have the usual bow configuration with wraparound bolsters. Storage is under both seats and the seat backs. There's also an aft-facing seat in the center at the bow, perfect for watching the tow line as it's right in line of sight with the helm. Pull the forward cushion and there's a step to the non-skid deck at the bow. I also like how the grab handles are recessed into the side so they aren't hitting the backs of those who choose to sit sideways. There are 6 6-inch pull-up cleats on the boat, and we also have an anchor locker with an anchor keeper molded into the compartment. There are also some thoughtful touches around the boat. For example, the bimini supports drop into brackets with no sharp edges. Quilted stitching is in the bulwark recesses with the stainless drink holders. Everywhere there's a soft area to rest the arms. For nighttime operations, there are cool blue courtesy lights everywhere. Because this is a premium boat that has almost everything done right, we'd like to see a non-skid texture added to the areas just ahead of the windshield. The instrument panel is fabricated from the same company that makes them for the Tesla automobiles. Below is a soft vinyl filler piece. There's a digital depth gauge to the left of the panel, a pair of 3-in-1 gauges, and separate trim gauge. Above is the same decorative brow we saw at the observer side, with the same stitching. The black vinyl wrapped wheel is mounted to a tilt base. Toggles are all mounted to frames cut from billet aluminum, and they light when activated. The seat has a flip-up bolster. The seat slides and swivels, but it's still easy to swivel the legs to get in and out without having to swivel the seat itself. We get to the engine by lifting up the aft sun pad. Inside, our test boat was fitted with an optional 4.5-liter 250 horsepower Mercruiser engine. A 220 is standard. She'll take up to a 300 horsepower from either Mercury or Volvo Penta. Now let's take a look at her performance and handling. She has a length overall of 21 feet 4 inches, a beam of 8 feet 5 inches, and a draft of 33 inches. There's 29 inches of freeboard at the stern, increasing to 34 inches at the bow. A lot of how she responds in the water has to do with her proprietary Stable V hull, so let's take a look at it. It's basically a stepped hull, but here, the step is much farther back than we're used to seeing. It's all the way to the stern, just where the boat runs at high speed. It's got a teardrop cross-section, and the leading edge is quite curved. From there, it leads to a wide chine, which gives us good stability at rest and should help carve through the turns. We've also got this extended running surface that comes well past the transom. This should give us quicker times to plane and lower planing speed, so let's see. Hitting the throttle showed a time to plane of 3.1 seconds, so that seems to check out. We accelerated to 20 miles per hour in 5 seconds and 30 in 6.9. She also stayed on plane at relatively low speeds, well into the mid-teens, so again, the extended running surface checks out. Now for the stepped hull. We reached a top speed of 46.6 miles per hour and did so with a 20.2 gallon per hour fuel burn. Best cruise came in at 3,000 RPM at 24.7 miles per hour. That speed lowered the fuel burn to 5.7 gallons per hour, and she can continue with that speed for 6 hours and 18 minutes while still holding back a 10% reserve. That means 156 miles. Handling was excellent. She tracks well and turns like she's on rails. However, the turns were not so hard as to be uncomfortable even with a heavy hand. She leans 12 degrees into the turns. In the straight and level, she stays solid with no play to the steering. The height of the windshield frame was above my horizontal line of vision, as it should be, and it offered good protection from the wind. This windshield is also an exclusive design for Four Winds. At the end of the day, we really came to appreciate the quality that went into this boat, both from a fit and finish standpoint as well as the handling. She also comes very well equipped as standard, even including a custom-built color-matched trailer and standard hull color. And most important, when running her, she feels just as good as she looks. And that's our full test and inspection of the Horizon 210 from 4 Winds. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.